the fire king. Man a real man, me no mannequin.
It verges on very raw, so wasn't going to sit well with someone like Mutabaruka, who might have expected more from the stronger DJ.
I mean, I hear these kind of songs all the while, even worse than that. But it's a video with a man who rap made and talking about Holy Emmanuel from I know him.
Lord, 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 Lord.
That is what really grabbed me and I say, but wait, what is this? Is this how we reach now?
Having seen the accompanying video, which he says is even worse, the opinionated radio host aimed some heat of his own at the Fire King DJ.
Him say him is a fireman, and everybody knows say, because it's not on Rasta say. A people who don't even like Rasta, I say, what kind of video that?
His response was,
Yes.
this is a music business. You can't mix up music with religion.
Him set a precedence. Him say, and him look like what we would have called a bobo, a Rasta. And the whole world know, whether or not you have Rasta who do certain kind of stuff, the whole world say Rasta not involved with that kind of imagery. It's the imagery we are talking about, you know.
Specifically what imagery?
The imagery that is in the video with all these naked women almost, and he must slap them and all sort of argument, he must do this to them till them vomit. I mean, it's so gross that even a little daughter, I ask him, you mean really vomit? You know what I mean? So that strike a card. I didn't have to comment on it as a Rasta. As a youth, he have to sit down and think. What is his conviction? Is his conviction maintained in his image and what he says over the years, that he can use that and elevate himself? Because I can tell you about many artists in Jamaica who is Rastafari, who maintain that vibes and still make it. So if him come out for the scene and decide that this is where him come see, when was, I never noticed that they did it all a while. How him get entangled into that? How him get entangled and then entangle me into a madness?
But other Rasta performing acts also known to belt out the occasional slack track. What about them?
The difference is this. No, it's not no difference. It's not no difference. The reason is this, that you decide you're going to make a career shift, right? But when you make the career shift, you are now justifying it without your conviction that you did have. Come in, no Rasta man will do certain things and him say, oh, rare, and him just do it. But him now come and talk about fire, whatsoever him call himself, Fire King. And because somebody say what kind of thing that now, him start to spew craziness.
We're clean! And we love people!
Muta known for speaking his mind, usually about politicians and preachers. Wayward Bobbers now added to the list. He insists he never mentioned Fanton by name when he took him to task. But Moshe taking to social media anyway, with a broadside of apparently libelous allegations that also included references to former Miss World Cindy Breakspear and Bob Marley.
Radio come talk, say you just lock down with you know. I'm them kick off video and say freak boy.
I'm trying to figure out, is where the brother come from? Where him get that from? And that me, uncle white woman me talk to.
That him talk for radio same just nude.
Where him get that from? Me I never go on tour yet. The man them who me and go play on tour, them can vouch. To say, you see Muta, yes, even the philosophy with me sprout, it's not that.
Moja posting a video apologizing to Breakspear and the Marleys Tuesday, but pointedly refusing to say sorry to Muta.
That lady has never done me wrong. So I'm deeply apologize for the argument them when me say. But Muta, me not apologize to you. Me here say you carry me go a court. Go and go carry me go a court. That you first started.
Yeah, well, I'm going to apologize.
Is there something to the argument that Rasta as a concept is not fixed in stone? It changes and evolves.
Yes, everything evolves, brethren, everything. The philosophy and opinions, but it still remains a Black Power movement I tell you that already, it's a Black Power movement with a spiritual nucleus. But there's a evolution that taking place. There's interpretations that take place. But the
doesn't-
interpretation, no matter where you interpret it, it don't lead you to that.
But doesn't Rasta have to engage with the commercial world? If he
But all away.
and he says, listen, I was doing roots and culture. I was doing what people know.
And it was
that
working for him.
That I do.
It was working
but
for
he
him.
says it wasn't. He hasn't had a hit song in ages.
No, but wait there.
And he needed people. He needed young people to start to
No,
talk
look
about
here,
him again.
look here. It was working for him. Is him stop and go do something else, somewhere else. So him come back now and feel say, oh, this is where young people are this and this and that. But him claims him is a bubble. You cannot imagine me go away and come back and decide, say, boy, I'm going to do something else because this is right. We're not following trend.
Muta, baffled by claims he says are plain crazy, but holding firm to his demand that Phantom Moshe make amends.
The Marleys, him go touch the Marleys, is a no-no that. Well, you know, it's either him go apologize publicly to me, or it not go done. It not go done. Him have to apologize. He's a liar we work with. It's a liar we work with. Defamation of character and slander. Him can't prove it. Him never hear me call him, sing the newspaper on the radio yet. Never, ever. So it's defamation of character. My character now. That him at, you think if me and a woman lock up in a room, me go come out the company on the radio, come tell people that. And a madness.
In terms of what is said and said about people on the internet, it's like some people would be ending up permanently in court if they go after everything that's said about them.
No, well, I say, he must apologize to mutabaruka. It is not my intention to carry him to court. It is not my intention to stop talk to him either. It is my intention to say, brethren, what is this that you're doing? You must apologize. So if he decides, say, I'm going to play the bad man and apologize to the big people them according to him, and me is just a little make nice rasta out there, well, we're going to see.
I guess he could have said Muta is old school, he's old fashioned. Muta is
Them
way
guys
back
say,
when
man, they're old
Rasta.
man. Them not there with the time. I don't want to be one of those DJ against DJ and clash of DJ. I don't do that. Me's a big man. Me could have been father and not into no rivalry and not into no DJ clash with the eye. I want the eye to know, say, you have done mutabaruka a wrong by coming on the radio and say all these things where you don't know about Muta, but you never go on tour with me yet. You understand? With all these things that you say, you apologize to the one somebody's name who you call, and you don't apologize to me. That means you look down on a certain level. So it's just that. No animosity. No, we don't want a courthouse. But if it's courthouse, it's courthouse. But you have to do something to rectify the situation. Because me know, say, when you have said, no go so. So just apologize and make we just say, what mojo? Yeah, so it go.
Jamaica people don't hear Muta say, you want so Phantom. I'm a fling back the fire. I know your bets.
Phantom Moshe talking tough for now, but an apology may be small price to pay if Mutabaruka follows through with his threat of legal action.
Chop, 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 chop. Anywhere me go, girl, get